You're listening to Off the Tracks, your number one podcast, right here on YouTube. You can even catch us on Audioboom and Spotify. So, enough of me talking. Sit back and enjoy Off the Tracks.
Hello and welcome to Off the Tracks, your number one podcast right here on YouTube. Everything related to theme parks. This is episode number 18 and the date is the 24th of April 2020. Across the computer screen, should I say, we do have 4 guests. In fact, we do have Peter, Gav, Jordan and Dave from, obviously, Virtual Towers. Guys, welcome. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello.
Now, the first thing I need to ask is, who's the boss?
Me.
Or don't we have a
It'll be
boss?
Pete.
Or is it Pete, is it?
Pete.
Are you the one what says, you know what, I want to do a virtual reality kind of tour around Alton Towers? And then you brought these guys on.
Basically I was the one that started the whole project. Originally started as an RCT mod for Nemesis when it was its 20th anniversary.
Right.
But then it sort of grew with a few other people that were like, well, let's take it from just Nemesis, do the whole park.
Right.
Then it grew from RCT wasn't very good, so let's move to No Limits. Till we found that No Limits had a lot of limits. An ironic name of a program. Then it ended up becoming from scratch in Unreal, because we can do whatever we want then.
Right. So I'm assuming that your background then, you all deal with digital modeling, I'm assuming. Is that, if that's even a word? Or...
My background is sort of engineering. So
Okay.
I sort of did computer engineering at college.
What about you guys?
I mean, I've kind of grown up doing like diddling around with like sort of digital creation and stuff, like whether it be like photos, videos, and sort of 3D modeling, like for years, ever since I was a teenager. So I've sort of been doing it, and like Pete as well, I also did the RCT 3 mods as well, and I started modeling from them, and it kind of just progressed, and I like sort of built up my skills, and I'm here now making stuff for Virtual Towers. So
I'm going to have to say that, guys, mate, you know, it's absolutely fantastic. You know, I remember playing it ages ago. I think it was just the X Sector. But I don't think you could go on Enterprise. I'm not too sure about that. I think you could have gone on Smiler and Oblivion. I think they were the only 2 rides you could go on. But overall...
Enterprise as well.
Oh, what was it? Enterprise as well? Can I, in fact, while I got you guys on here, when you go into the kind of the operation panel on Enterprise, and it's got a little eye, what is that?
That was our sort of first attempt at allowing control. It was sort of like bringing a cursor to the screen that allowed you to be looking at the panel, and wherever you looked would be allowed to control it.
Right. Right. What's your involvement then, Jordan? What do you do?
So
by the way, I'm loving the background, by the way. Why not? Why not have that background? Don't ignore the rest of them. I think it's an awesome background. If I could have that background, I would do.
Yeah, so previously I've been into programming development. I've been very self-taught in the past, so and I've just always been interested in the same sort of stuff, and then being geeky with Alton Towers anyway has helped.
And obviously Dave over there, who's just chilled out like it's a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
What's your involvement?
So I came into it, I was brought in by Pete because I was doing a recreation of Air in No Limits 2. And I was the first one to do a proper, decent recreation in NL2 when it was new. And that got popular because of that. And then Pete found me. And then we weren't really friends at the time.
Right.
There was a bit of rivalry going on.
Right.
But we basically sort of settled our differences, and he was like, well, do you want to come do this for me? So I came in through that. But I've ended up leaning more towards the media side of things. So I do a lot of the video content, the images, you know, anything that's, you know, media related.
Yeah.
And I do the track as well. So I do the actual rides in No Limits. Apart from, there's 2 exceptions, there's 2 major exceptions. There's the Smiler and the Wicker Man. they were done by an older team member.
Right. Okay.
But
So
everything else-
so there's more of you then, guys. Is it just you five? You four. Sorry. Is there
There's
other
older
people?
members. Some people are just helping us out, doing little bits and bobs here and there, but they're not official on the team. And we've got past members as well who've moved on to other things.
Right. Okay. I did see your live stream, not the one on Twitch. You did one. I think it was last week. It was where I think it was like 2 hours where you were going around the park, showing us bits and bobs of what you've done and stuff. Incredible how far you guys have come. However, though, I was getting really annoyed when you was going near the Wicker Man, and I was like, just turn the camera around so I can see your Wicker Man. I know what you were doing. I know what you were doing. It was clever because it made me watch it.
That was the one where Pete was like going very, very slowly, and like, every time somebody donated, he speeded up a little bit. Even I was getting frustrated with that. And then
he changed the zoom level, didn't you, Pete? And then
I wanted to see how fast you could go from one side to the map to the other, and it's like, oh, there's the skybox, and there's the other side. Okay, maybe not.
But how long does it actually take you guys then to? You say like X Sector itself. Is it all complete now? X Sector, that whole area. No. It's not done.
No.
All right. It looks finished in my eyes. It looks. So how much more do you guys got to do with it then?
I would imagine it's mainly. The bulk of it is kind of done. It's all the little nitty gritty details. All the
polish,
there's still bits to do inside the chicken place, isn't there?
Yeah, the FCC still needs work. Inside Smiler's station still needs work. Inside Smiler's shop needs basically kitting out with stuff and finishing off in there.
Yeah.
Because I did notice that because when I was queuing up, I was going down through the main entrance. I did the whole chicken run, and I got to the and I was like, "Whoa, back up! What's this supposed to say? It's not. It's closed." I was like, "No." It just took about 15 minutes to walk around it, and then I went, "You know what? I'll do the express pass." So I went down there, and it's exactly the same. I was like, "Oh my god." Yeah, good times. But I think what you guys have done is absolutely incredible. Have you now joined up X Sector and Hex? Because I know that you have now finished Hex. I'd say finished-ish. Can you join? Is it wound up?
It was finished until we moved engine versions. And
Okay.
it broke everything. It has to be rewritten from scratch.
No. Oh my god.
The released version of Hex was built on version 4.1. We're now on 4.25, and it literally breaks everything that's to do with the old coding. It's about halfway redone, but it will be connected.
It is technically joined up. It's just everything in Hex needs reactivating, sort of thing.
Mainly like the blueprint sort of thing, like the triggers, the videos, and all those kind of things, like the blueprint side of it, the coding side.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of the people are going to be saying, when is this going to be finished? And I've always said to them, listen, it will take them as long as it takes them. It's a fantastic, don't rush it. If it takes you 5 years, it will take you 5 years. But at the moment, I'm loving it. What was the hardest so far? What's been the hardest, trickiest bit about doing virtual towers? The what, sorry?
Lighting.
The writing.
Getting the lighting to work.
Oh, the lighting.
To get dark insides and bright outsides, it's not something the engine's really meant to do. You can do bake lighting, but I did a bake last night, for example. It literally took all night and then half of an evening to do just X Sector. So you look at like about 12 hours to do a bake.
However, going off that though, I have recently, just yesterday, sort of found a way to get dynamic lighting to work. Completely dynamic lighting, so it's obviously bright outside, dark inside, and kind of blends together through open doorways, things like that. So I'm going to further experiment with that and see if it's like a plausible thing to use, and progress from that point.
Right. It sounds well over my head. But at the end of the day, I was actually enjoying it. Are you having fun creating this, or are you going, I wish that I hadn't never started it now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, personally for me, yeah.
There are some moments where it's pulling your hair out, but Like, yesterday Pete was doing a long stream, doing lots of optimizations, but by the end of the day, he'd had enough.
Yeah.
But I think that's just it's just part and parcel of it. It's a lot of work to do, but when you see the results, it makes it worth it.
That is exactly right. You like do all this hard work, and it can be so frustrating. Sometimes you have to like stop halfway through and start from scratch. But when you finish it, at the end of it, you look at it and you're really grateful for what you've achieved, and it looks really good. And it's a great feeling to obviously like sit there and stare at what you've done and be like, yeah, well, I've achieved this, and all that hard work's paid off.
Like the last 2 weeks, I've been spending just solid nights looking at the main menu. We're currently redoing the main menu, and it's just been 2 weeks solid, and it's not even finished yet.
How did you guys go about with the fire on Wickerman? Was that quite difficult to create then?
Luckily, Unreal does come with some particle effects built in. They allow you to change parameters. So obviously it was like a bit too big, make it a bit smaller. Too much smoke, remove the smoke. And then it's just a case of programming it up with a trigger. So it's actually quite easy.
All right, okay. I did look at it going, wow, but that took forever. But clearly it didn't.
The more harder bit was getting the steam on Oblivion's tunnel to work.
Right, okay.
The action of it, that's a much more complicated blueprint.
Can I just put a request by saying, can you somehow put "Don't Look Down" on the Oblivion, please?
We hadn't got the file for it till a couple of days ago. Someone found it for us. So we are actually going to put that back.
Fantastic. Brilliant. I tell you what, when I was doing Hex, the exploring and stuff, wow. How long did that take? Because obviously you got the sound, you've got the visuals from the TVs. How long did it take?
I can't actually remember how long Hex took. Because it's sort of before, it was only when Dave was on the team at that point.
Yeah,
do you remember
that
how long
was before me.
So it was quite a while ago.
Yeah. Well, Hex probably took, if you look at actually properly cracking on, you're probably talking a year's worth of work, aren't you?
Probably, yeah.
I would imagine they're estimating about a year or something like that.
So how long you guys have actually worked on this project then? Can you put a date on?
2015 for me.
2016? When it first started?
2014 or 2015 was when I first joined.
And I started it all the way back in about 2012.
So 8 years. So we could look in like 20 years. So what's the main goal then at the end of it? Are you going to think about, I don't know, building it all and then selling it, or making it as a game, or is it a simulator, or is it or can you not say? Is it kind of like, Danny, what are you saying?
It's not that we can't say. Yeah.
I know it's
more or less like it's kind of like, for selling it, we don't know where we can stand until we have been in touch with Towers, and we have tried to sort of get them on board. Until they can agree that they're going to work with us and obviously sign NDAs and contracts and things like that, we can't legally sell anything. So that's where we stand on that at the moment for selling it.
Right.
But I don't know. It is going to be. We've always sort of had the intention that we are going to have the gameplay, career mode and side by side career mode and free roam mode. Also, obviously online as well, multiplayer.
Wow.
Eventually,
exciting. I would definitely buy it. I can't believe it's free now. Am I right thinking that it's free?
Yeah. Any money that we make from streams or donations for people can buy bricks, they can buy wicker rooms. It goes to the development of the fact that we are putting so much time in. Every now and again, hardware dies. I had a hard drive die that had the project on, so that was fun.
I need to buy a new graphics card, which is going to cost £500.
Well, it's right though. PC prices are so not cheap though. Graphics cards and stuff like that, it's super expensive. So yeah, I can totally understand. But guys, listen. At the end of the day, make sure you click onto this virtual towers and support these guys, because they're doing such a fantastic job. And in fact, after this, I'm actually going to talk about buying a brick from, is it the Wicker? I remember it was like a Wicker Man symbol, isn't it? And then you can buy the bricks.
Yeah, you can get the bricks at the entrance with your whatever you want to put on them, and then you can get sacrificed to the Wicker Man runes. So it's like a plaque of just your name because you've sacrificed yourself.
Loving it. So how much are these, or is it just a case of whoever's got whatever cash, or is it's 50 quid like it is in real life?
It's a donation. It's like set up as a donation, is it? I think the minimum donation. What was the minimum donation?
Entrance bricks are set up where you name your own price with a minimum of £2 at the moment.
Yeah,
far too cheap, man. You need to boost that up to about a tenner.
And then the Wicker runes are set at £15 at the moment, and you'll get a digital certificate as well with that.
Yeah. Well, after this, guys, I promise you, to this day now, I will do that. I'm not just saying it because you guys are on here, but I will, because I loved it years ago when I played on the X Sector. So you will definitely get my support.
I'll appreciate that.
Oh, no, mate. What else is there to do? If I can't go to Alton Towers can come to me. That's how I'm seeing it at the moment.
Yeah.
But just sliding away from it all, guys. First of all, Pete, what's your favourite theme park? And don't say Alton Towers.
See, I've been going to Alton Towers since 1993. I've been going a long time, seen a lot of changes, and it is going downhill.
Yeah,
as sad as it is losing something.
I think it's losing its characters and stuff like that to it. The whole theming of it all. Like, when you went to Forbidden Valley with Nemesis, you had that whole alien, but now it's like, stick Galactica in there. It's like, what? What's that got to do with flipping Nemesis? You know what I mean? It's just random. It's even with Wicker Man, and what's it called? That area?
Mutiny Bay. It's on its own area that doesn't really make sense. And but then you go to like Florida, and it's a whole different world.
No, it's a whole different ball game, isn't it? Yeah. They've got it right. So what's your favourite theme park then? Alton Towers then?
I'd say Towers is still up there. Like, I wouldn't say Thorpe because it's
just a nothing, isn't
missing. Spain, Portaventura, that park is really nice. Disney, it's Disney. It's overrated. But
overpriced. What about Europa Park?
No, but I really do want to. I want to get to so many.
My number one part, that is, mate. I love it. And I want to go to Cedar Point next year. I should have gone this year, but due to this...
Cedar Point, definitely.
The C word. Won't say it.
I mean, personally, I think I've always had a soft spot, even though it's not there anymore, but I've always had a soft spot for American Adventure. I remember going there as a kid a lot.
Missile! Oh, yeah!
Yeah, Missile was my first ever inverting coaster as well, because it was
Same here.
Coaster.
But even though I haven't been, I think one of the favourite parks out there, despite not being, would have to be Kings Island.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. I've heard such good things about Kings Island.
Yeah.
Wow,
I mean, I've seen so many videos, and I love what I see in the videos and photos and things like that. I just think it's a great park, and they do a lot of good events, fireworks shows.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
100%. So what about you then, Jordan? What's your favourite theme park?
So, barring Disney, because as Pete says, Disney's Disney and overpriced and all that, my favourite, and it's the only one I really class as a theme park, Phantasialand.
I can't stand Phantasialand. I can't stand it. I hate it. The only ride I would go on there is Tarrant, and that is
Tarrant's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible. But everyone's like, "Oh, Tarrant's amazing! Oh, yeah, it's great!" Oh, no, sorry, not Tarrant. Phantasialand, it's a great part. And I feel like an idiot when I turn around and go, "I don't like it." I feel like I'm weird. But, it's. But yours is Phantasialand, is it?
Yeah.
And come on, Dave. What's yours? Wait for it.
Mine's a bit. I haven't actually been to that many theme parks, considering I'm an enthusiast. In the UK, I'd probably say it's either Towers or Pleasure Beach, but Towers would probably take the top spot. And then the only other theme park I've been to outside of the UK is Portaventura, and that is amazing. Compared to anything over here. So overall,
have you been on Ferrariland? You've been to Ferrariland?
Yeah, we went in there.
What do you reckon to Red Force?
It's the it was the best thing I'd ever been on until I went on Shambhala.
Right.
So,
Okay. So that took over it, did it?
Yeah. I think it'd be a different story if I'd have ridden Topswell Dragster. But that's a bucket list for me. That's a got to get out there.
Yeah, I need to go to Cedar Point. I'm desperate to go to Cedar Point next year. I should have gone, like I said, this year. I should have been doing Wallaby Holland as well, my first RMC coaster, Untamed. I should have been going. I should have been going a few weeks ago.
There's a few of us that we were supposed to be going to Wallaby as well from work, and it was just like, not going to happen.
I know. The sooner the better this can go away at the end of the day. Guys, listen, right? Keep doing what you guys are doing, mate. I'm loving it, what you're doing. I think we've got a few more minutes, actually. So I'm going to do, because you're working on Alton Towers, I'm going to do like an Alton Towers quiz. Now, you guys can shout the answers to me. You can work all together, but you do have 30 seconds. But I'll only take the first answer, what I hear, right? Are you ready?
Okay.
No, I can't be asked. No. Okay, first thing. Right, I'm going to put 30 seconds on the screen now. Okay, ready? Oh, do you know what? It would help if I actually timed it. Oh, my gosh. Right, okay, ready, guys? In 3, 2... Oh, no, Danny, start again. Sorry about this, guys. No. Right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. When was Nemesis open?
1994.
How much did Nemesis cost?
12 million.
Wrong. 10 million.
10.
How many roller coasters are there at Alton Towers, including CB Biz?
6.
10.
No.
What roller coaster was open first?
Corkscrew.
Correct. Which area can you find Galactica?
Forbidden Valley.
How many inversions does 13 have?
None.
When did Wicker Man open? I will finish. When did Wicker Man open?
2018.
Well done. Let's just see how many did you get right. You got that one right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 out of 7 right. Well done, guys. Well done.
One. I could have got a full house by
12 million.
Right.
Who said 12 million?
Yeah,
Pete.
Pete said 12 million.
Pete did. Guys, have you enjoyed it? It's gone super quick though, hasn't it? This is, we should do this more often. And I appreciate what you guys are doing. You're just doing it off the back because why not? It's something what you're enjoying. I will keep continuing. Is there anything, guys, you want to add? Any shout outs that you can think of that are helping you guys? Any of your other teammates?
It's just basically all the people that are on Discord helping us out. I mean, we've had a lot more people come forward, like sort of helping us out with links to like audio files and people stepping up doing like little bits of modeling here and there. So big shout out to all the guys that's on Discord helping us. A huge thank you to them.
And also to all of the subscribers and people that are following us on Facebook, all the people that have donated, all the people that have given us bricks. Every little bit helps, considering we're doing it for nothing. We're not getting anywhere without anybody's help.
Yeah, the people who make videos of playing the demos really helps us as well. It's great to see people playing it. Really is.
And we'll admit, we used to hate people trying to break the game, but we just love watching it. Be like,
it's funny.
Do that! Go through the door! So thank you for bringing us laughs and everything when we're feeling down, because it's great.
Well, I must admit, I tried to ride Oblivion on so I was standing up on it, but the station cut me off. So I was like, God damn it! I wanted to ride it.
Guys, and a quick one for like if you just venture towards that little snicket and you see that brick wall, please go through it, because we just shout and scream every time somebody goes up that brick wall and turns around. Go through it, see the pagoda fountain.
Where's that? Where is it?
The tunnel that goes towards the towers themselves, there's a fake brick wall. If you go through there's actually a magic garden, which was our sort of precursor to what the gardens would look like. But so many people never find it.
After this, I am making a video. Listen, Pete, Gav, Jordan, and also Dave, thank you so much for joining us here on Off the Tracks. Guys, don't forget you can follow us on our social medias on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe and hit that bell icon. Every time we upload a new video, you will be notified. Guys, once again, thank you so much for joining us here. Have you enjoyed it?
No worries.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Been good.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much, and take care and look after yourself and wash your hands. That's what I say. See you in a bit, guys. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Thank you.